What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to go over unscalable lead magnets that actually scale, right? And so how to make lead magnets that seemingly are unscalable, how do we make them scale? And honestly, this is like as raw as it gets. These are literally my notes, and you can just read through them if you want. You can like pause the video and just read through them. They're not pretty, they're not beautiful, they don't have the best grammar, but this is just as raw as it gets. I'm just trying to hit you with some value here, okay? So yeah, just let me know what you guys think of this like style of video, because I feel like the like raw unedited footage is making like a comeback. But I don't know. I know nothing about YouTube. I'm just putting out a video a day. Awesome. So yeah, as you guys can see here, obviously, I was watching just a couple days ago, a couple weeks ago now. I was watching this video. If you guys want to check it out, so it's Cold Email Masterclass with Alex Ramosi with the Instantly Founders, and this is a freaking banger of a video. So I highly recommend you guys check it out, especially the lead magnets part. Just watch through everything, but the lead magnets part really caught my attention. And he talked about like what the biggest needle movers are when it comes to cold outbound, right? Because on that video is basically just an interview, like going over what he talked about in $100 million leads. And he said that the number one needle mover when it comes to outbound conversion rates is just having really high quality lead magnets, right? And lead magnets, we'll get into what they are, right? But he specifically talked about creating lead magnets that seem unscalable and then finding out a way or figuring out a way to actually make them scale, right? And so that's the whole gist. That's what we're going to go over on this video, right? So first we'll go into lead magnets, and we'll go over how to use them, how to make them unscalable, or how to make them appear unscalable, or what lead magnets actually appear unscalable. Then how do we scale the unscalable? And then we're going to be going over what we're doing at unlimitedoutreach.io. Why? Because we practice what we preach. I'm not like teaching something, or I'm not talking about something that I don't do myself. This is literally what I'm doing, and how I implemented what I learned from Hermosi and from just years of doing cold outbound, right? So first of all, what are lead magnets? I think the easiest way to describe what lead magnets are just they're just hooks that attract people to your main offer. It's just hooks that get people's attention. Like you see people doing hooks with like short form video. It's basically just a translation of the same thing. It's just, what can you give people that's going to get their attention? So it's just stuff that you can give away for free that you're confident will provide value in the prospect. It's stuff that's really easy to say yes to, which means you're going to get a ton of yeses, right? And so another way to put it is just, it's an easy way to get your foot in the door. A yes is a foot in the door. And then if they like the free stuff, then it's likely that they're going to ask you for more, and then you're going to move them up through your value ladder, right? And if you don't know what I'm talking about when I talk about the value ladder, just read some ClickFunnels, what's his name? I like blanking on his name, but it's Russell Brunson, right? So just read Russell Brunson stuff about the value ladder, right? And most people really just, which is crazy to me, most people forget about this when doing cold outbound. Like a lot of people preach or teach like what to say on the initial message, right? But they always talk about like who they are and their case studies and stuff like that, which is valuable, right? Because it does help. I'm not going to say it doesn't work, because it does. But I think if you can go one step, like even if you go one step ahead and you go even further by just giving out value, not just through the first message, but throughout the conversation, then you will see your success go through the roof. Why? Because first of all, it's just the more value you provide, the better off you're gonna be. And no one's doing this. Like literally no one's doing it. Why? Because it takes a lot of effort. And people don't like putting in effort. So just do more. And like Mosey says, volume negates like, guys, so you already know. Like I said, most go straight to the pitch with no value and see no success. And this is how you fix it, right? So by just providing value. And again, I made a video a couple days ago on this, like just write script. When you're writing scripts, a mind shift that you need to have is just think about writing scripts that you would personally respond to. And then if you just can't think of any, just go and think about the last marketing message that you replied to, or that made you react in some way. And then just try to emulate what they did with you. Just try to do that with your prospects. Just put yourself in their shoes. It's literally that simple. Right? So again, just to recap, if you want to provide results, if you want to increase your results, just provide value. So that's what lead magnets are, okay? Lead magnets, just hooks to get people's attention, to get your foot in the door, provide for your value. Now, how do we use them? How do we translate that into Twitter DMs, right? Twitter DMs, LinkedIn DMs, IG DMs. How do we translate that? So there's two main ways that I found in how we use them, right? So you could either do it on your first message, or you could do it on the subsequent messaging, right? And then at the end, I'll go over my favorite way to do it, which is both. Which is what I recommend and what we do. It just works way better because you don't have to like pick and choose where you're going to give out value. You're just giving out value. And so that's literally how to use them. So just give away value at first. I'll show you an example at the end, which is this right here. So if you want to start reading that, but like how you use them, you want to use some sort of freebie, some sort of value on your first message to get that hook in. And then you want to keep providing value as the conversation flows, right? I'm going to go over the easiest way to do that, right? So what makes lead magnets unscalable, right? And by unscalable, I don't mean it in a literal sense. Rather, I mean unscalable, like they're perceived to be unscalable because of maybe a cost that's associated with it. And that could be either time or money, right? And if people perceive a cost associated with whatever they're getting for free, it is hence more valuable, a lot more valuable, right? And so they're more likely to convert. They're more likely to do what you want them to do if they perceive enough value with your free stuff. And so how do you do this, right? So how do you make freebies unscalable, or how do you make them have a perceived high cost associated, right? You can do this through either just having it be super, super personalized, or you could just give away stuff for free that either costs you money or stuff that you charge for, right? Like for example, you can give out free scripts, you can give out free trials, you can give out free accounts. Like for example, on mine, or you can say we can start for free or whatever. And so on mine, for example, we're doing for unlimited outreach. On our first message, we talk about how we can get started for free. So that's the first hook, and free always sells. And it's like, if it's true, it works really, really well, right? So if you can get started for free, then you do that. That's with the first message. And then with the what we do video, we typically send a personalized video of me. So I research the prospect, and then I go into case studies, what we can do for them. And then at the end of the video, right, after providing a ton of value, going over like a specific strategy that we can do for them, then I talk about giving them a free trial. I talk about giving them free scripts, and stuff like that, right? Plus, with our offer, people don't actually get charged until that campaign is running. So it's just like stacking value on top of value on top of value until it's like literally just the easiest thing to say yes to. And that's literally what you want, which goes hand in hand with just creating an irresistible offer. It's basically just making your offer a lot more irresistible, with a ton of value that you're providing before getting to the main offer, if that makes sense. And then how do you scale this? Super, super simple, with great SOPs and great teams. And that's what we're doing at unlimitedoutreach.io. Our freebies are, we give out free trials, and that's what we push with the first message. And then once we get into the conversation, we do hyper personalized Loom videos. And no, it's not using some kind of AI. It's literally us. So it's either myself or one of my guys on the team going in and then going over exactly what we would do for that prospect to ensure the best results, going over similar case studies or case studies that are in a similar niche to let them know that we can do what we're promising that we can do for them. Why? Because we've done it before. And then we add a bunch of freebies as well, right? And so it just makes it super easy to say yes. And that's what I would highly recommend you guys do, or that's what's working for us. And yeah, so if you want us to take care of your outbound on Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and implement these strategies with your specific offer, click the link below, book a call with me, and we will get going within the next 24 to 48 hours. Awesome. Appreciate you, and we will speak soon. Peace.